Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I wanted to talk to you guys about going through a breakup during quarantine. Now, I know what you're thinking, this is like the worst time of your life and times are so uncertain. So I wanted to stop and give you guys some encouragement and some positive news. So if you're going through a breakup during quarantine, it's actually really beneficial for you, and this is a great time to be going through a breakup. And I know I sound crazy, but let me explain. So the fact that right now we're isolating, we're by ourselves, it gives your ex more time to think about whether or not they made the right decision. There's always a time in a relationship when it's ended that the person who ended the relationship has to think about it and think, did I make the right decision? Now, since this person has nothing to do but reflect, that time is going to be coming a lot sooner. They have a lot more time to think about it. They don't have the distractions that other people have during the breakup period. You're very fortunate because they're not going to be going to bars, they're not going to be going out drinking with their friends, and they're not going to be calling that friend to come over who they told you not to worry about, because it's not the time. So virtually there's no distractions besides them to reflect on the time that they have lost with you. And especially since we're in these uncertain times, they're going to be more prone to reach out for comfort. And you are that comfort. Now, you are lucky because you are going through this now. But you could also kind of fall victim to some of these lucky situations that you're in. You can also fall victim to these. You can make mistakes. Because just like your ex is having all this time to reflect, so do you. That can be a good thing and that can be a bad thing. That's why I wanted to share this video with you, so that you can have strength and so that you have more of a positive outlook on this. And so you know what's going on, so you cannot make these mistakes that your ex is going to make. So the way to not mess this up is they're probably going to be texting you because they're looking for that comfort. You can mess this up by looking at their page. You don't have to block them. In fact, I don't advise blocking them, but don't look at their page, especially if they can see that you're looking at it. And another thing is, don't text them. Don't say, are you okay? Have you been staying safe? Don't fall into those traps that they're going to fall into. I'm warning you about the traps. This is a cheat code. I'm not giving it to them. So use this. Don't reach out to them right now. They are going to reach out to you, and a common mistake you can make is replying. If you're replying to their simple, hey, are you doing okay? You've given them that comfort. And now they don't need to fix the relationship. There's no pressure to fix anything because you've responded and you've given them the comfort. You basically are saying, hey, no pressure on getting that back together because I'm still here. I even wrote down some notes for you guys. They're not going to change their mind if they feel that they have time to change their mind. Because why change their mind right now if there's still time? If there's nothing to lose, then why be pressured to do it now? You also have the amazing benefit of this quarantine time for self-reflection. This is time to meditate, to be kind to yourself, to work on your body, get that sweet quarantine body going on, and taking care of yourself and giving yourself strength to not be desperate, and this will make you more attractive to your ex. So start working on yourself during this time. If they text you something like hi, don't respond to that. Don't pick up if they call, because really what they're searching for is that comfort. So let's say they get mad at you because you haven't responded. That's them basically trying to pressure you into giving them that comfort. So I would say something to them like, You broke up with me. It's not healthy for us to be friends right away. And I need you to give me some space from you so I can move on. So maybe if you said, hey, we're going to be friends in the future, whatever, that kind of plays into that. The only reason we want to respond is if they're wanting to get the relationship back on track. So you could say something like, if the breakup was a mistake and you want to work on things, we can talk about it if that's still possible. But otherwise, I need space to move on. That puts the pressure on them that, hey, I'm going to start this process of moving on. And if you are not talking to me about that, then don't talk to me at all. And that's going to propel them to be searching for that comfort more, because now they know the pressure is on. They have to make a decision. Remember what I said before about why would they make a decision? There's no pressure. This puts the pressure on and lets them know, hey, it takes your power back. It's like, hey, I could be gone. This isn't always going to be around, so you got to make a decision. And then the last thing I want you guys to remember during this quarantine is that sometimes when we're in a relationship, we lose track of the person we were before. And I want you to remember that before you were in this relationship, you were whole. You were self-reliant. And you don't need to be with somebody to be happy. You were happy before you met this person, and you can be happy again. And sometimes when we get into like the logistics of a relationship, we start to see ourselves not as only one anymore. And so when that's gone, there's a desperation to fix that so we can, it's like you're trying to fix that dynamic again so you could feel whole. But you were whole before and you were happy before, and you will be happy again. So don't be in such a rush to get back to that place without finding yourself again first. Use this time to grow in your strength, and just remember that you're fortunate to be going through this right now, and you have enormous power right now, and you will be fine.